Now, we have the category here, like I mentioned, 5 categories. And then we're gonna pick out from her little purse, her little body, what the category is. And then we're gonna talk about it. Alright? Let's sing. Really good chicken. Alright, Angela, what do you get?
Hello, I'm Mark, and this is...
Off.
Today we are doing our favorite things Oaxaca edition. And what this means is we are just going to review our recent trip to Oaxaca and talk about the things that stood out to us from our trip, and hopefully some of the things that we share will inspire you or help you build your own itinerary when you go to Oaxaca.
We did a road trip for over 2 weeks in Oaxaca. Not Oaxaca City, Oaxaca State. We went everywhere in the state. So you can also see those videos in our earlier video. Click on them if you want to see more in detail. First, we're gonna talk about the categories. We're gonna tell you our favorite place to eat, favorite beach town, our most and favorite unexpected moment, favorite thing to do in Oaxaca City, and favorite road trip spot.
We are going to select them at random just to add a little bit of spontaneity to all this, and we have our friendly assistant Angela here to help. So
Wait, we haven't introduced you properly to Angela. Angela is our cat purse or my fur companion. She's been with me a lot. She's been the most delightful thing I ever have. Now, we have the category here, and we're gonna pick out from her little purse, her little body, what the category is. And then we're gonna talk about it. Alright? Let's sing. Really good chicken. Alright, Angela, what do you get? Favorite thing to do in Oaxaca City?
So my favorite thing to do in Oaxaca City, and I guess technically it might be a little bit on the outskirts of Oaxaca City, but it was Monte Alban. And Monte Alban is an ancient archaeological site that was once a bustling city of the Zapotec people and then the Mixtec people, and it really made me feel a connection to the distant past and kind of understand or have a sense of how Oaxaca's culture grew to be what it is today. And if I were to pick a word to summarize it, it would be mesmerizing. What about you?
Well, I love me, but I do love a good city vibe. So my favorite thing to do is walking around the central area, but especially the walk from the Socatala, which is the central district, to Santo Domingo. That walk, you just see so much. You just feel alive in that city, and beautiful churches along the way. And on some special occasions, you would see people got married in Santo Domingo, and then after the vow ceremony, the ceremony, they would come out on the street and have parading. They would be parading with their family and guests along the street down back to Socatala. I love it. It just feels alive.
Right.
One word to describe it is vibrant. You wanna go?
Sure.
Let's see what Angela's gonna get out.
What is Angela going to ask us to talk about? What was your favorite beach?
So my favorite beach town or beach is Playa de Augustinio. It is situated right between the famous Playa Cipolite and the equally famous Playa Masunete. I love it because you get the best of both worlds. You get the chill vibe from Playa Cipolite where people just relax, enjoy life, and you get the bohemian vibe from Playa Masunete. But you don't get the crowds. So you get some part of the beach, we just get it for ourselves. There's no one around, so you get to relax. So it's like relaxing, rejuvenating, and refreshing. One word is relaxing.
The sunset was amazing there too.
Yes.
So my favorite beach that I would pick is Playa Coral. And Playa Coral is one of many beaches that make up the Puerto Escondido area. I just loved Playa Coral mostly because it was just a really memorable experience experience a really memorable place, you have just these huge, gigantic, very forceful waves, and you have this scenic backdrop, you know, these cliffs, these rocks, like just a lot of layers. And then just to add to that, you have these waterless water slides that dot the beach as well. It was just kind of a quirky experience. So what is our favorite unexpected moment from the trip?
So it's not favorite per se, it's more my my most unexpected moment in our road trip is the drive we have to do from UAV El Agua to the town Mitla. So it's so unexpected. Miss Google Map like to be clever and provided, we want to return from UAV de El Agua to Mitla. Mitla is where we're staying that night. She wanted to provide us a shortcut that would save us 5 minutes. Little did we know, we would be driving in a dirt road, pitch black road, through the mountain, along a cliff, for what seemed like eternity to get from these two places. But we were so scared. We were driving so slow. You feel like we were driving for hours. And you know what? It was for the storybook. And one word I would describe it is scary. Like scary.
Mm-hmm.
Tip number 2 for Google Map. Do not trust everything Google Map. Sometimes Google Map expect you to be local driver. And we are not. So we would have rather preferred driving on a paved road or back, which is gonna be 5 minutes more.
Or even if you're a local driver, you know when to like ignore Google Maps. You know what I mean? Like they know what's just stupid to do.
Yes.
And we did not know what was stupid to do. My favorite unexpected moment was the whale sighting that we experienced on Playa Palmerito. It was just amazing. I think the reason that this stood out to me was because I went from thinking, oh, maybe this is a beach we could possibly like leisurely swim at, to seeing a whale swim by right off the coast. So that kind of like completely changed my attitude about whether I could swim in that water. But also it was just a beautiful, beautiful, almost spiritual experience, because you just felt this energy across the beach with all of the people that were there. Word that I would use to describe that was just unbelievable. I couldn't believe that a whale would be basically right off the shore.
It's like 20, 30 feet away from the beach, and it implied that that beach was not shallow. Okay, the whale is huge. It's like 30 feet, 60 feet long. So it probably means the calf and the mother. So it most likely we saw the calf swimming up. So that means there's a bigger whale, the mother, underneath the ocean watching. It was magical and it was mesmerizing, and it was around sunset. So that was like unexpected. We did not plan for this at all. Huh? What is that? What is that?
Oh, I think, what does this? Click like and subscribe?
Huh? Okay, what is that? Oh, my favorite cat. Eat. Ugh, my favorite.
Our restaurant recommendations, here we
My
come.
favorite place to eat. You wanna go first?
Sure. So my favorite place to eat on our trip was a restaurant called El Escapulario, and it's in Oaxaca City, and it's a very unassuming place. It's up a flight of stairs and you can easily walk by it on the street. It made me feel like I was eating at a comedor, because just it felt like the food was very high quality and kind of traditional. You could feel the richness in the mole that we were eating. Also, along with that, the place itself was just very warm and welcoming. And I'm trying to think of a word to describe, probably home style, because that's what it felt like. Yep.
Yeah, I love that place too. You know we love to eat. Like, people say travel is good for the soul. But you know what's good for the soul too? Eating, okay? Like, you travel to eat. We see things, we feel things, we also taste things. It's a combination of like full body experience. And we've been to so many places in our Oaxaca road trip and Oaxaca City. But my favorite place is Taco Roy. I love taco. Raise your hand if you're a taco addict. Taco Roy is a special place where you see local lineup. It's affordable and delicious. And we've been there 3 times. Okay, it's affordable, that's why we've been there 3 times. And 2 of the 3, there's no people waiting around the street. And we waited for 40 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes to get in. And it's just delicious. It has all different type of taco, and you feel like the cooks really put like passion into making these tacos. One word that I would describe Taco Roy is passionate.
Our favorite road trip stop.
Me, personally, we have so many amazing spots. The favorite stop to me is our Airbnb in Puerto Escondido. Main reason is because after we've driven over 15 days, we've been going to town after town. It's been exhausting. And we got to this Airbnb. So we booked an Airbnb that is close to so many amazing beaches. This Airbnb has spacious living room, has all the amenities, a cooling AC, even parking spot, and a nice balcony. And it's right next to this beach. My apology if I cannot pronounce it. It's called Playa Calizalillo. Playa Calizalillo. So it's just like 5-minute walk from this beach. So what's amazing about it is we woke up in Airbnb, rested and relaxed. We literally just have a quick cup of coffee, walk down to the beach when there was no one around, go snorkeling or swimming in the calm water in the morning, and we even got to see 2 sea turtles on the beach, which are local there, supposedly. This is my favorite road trip spot. And one word I use to describe it is comforting.
So my favorite road trip spot is really kind of in the middle of the jungle. It was an ecological reserve we went to that just has a series of one scenic waterfall after another. I mean, literally they call it Las Cascadas Mágicas de Copalatia. So
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is a mouthful.
What does it mean? You wanna translate it?
Yes, it is the magical waterfalls of Copalatia. We stayed at this beautiful lodge right near these waterfalls, so we could just wake up and stroll to the waterfalls. It's just kind of a magical place. The one word I would use to describe it is, what would I describe it as?
Magical? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I might as well go with magical. That is not what I was going to say, but well, thank you, Angela. Those are all of our favorites for today, but we want to know what you think, especially if you've been to Oaxaca. What is your list? What should people be doing? And if you haven't been to Oaxaca, follow our video series. We'll put it right up here or up here, wherever it ends up falling.
Here.
Here, wherever. And even if you have been to Oaxaca, we are going to be going all over the world. So please join us, subscribe, like this video, help others find it, and we really appreciate you all.